So Lucia was a little girl, a beautiful little girl, was born in year 284. So a long, long, long time ago. And she was born in a place called Syracuse in Sicily. So she was born to a couple, a very wealthy and noble couple. And Lucia's name, by the way, means light. And it comes from the Latin word lux. So her mother brought her up in the Christian faith. And Lucia at the time said, please God, if you make my mom better, I promise I'm going to dedicate my life to serving you and serving the poor. As it turns out, there was a young man who had decided that he really wanted to marry Lucia. Well, the problem was that Lucia had decided she didn't want to get married because she wanted to serve God for the rest of her life. She was a good Christian and she wanted to give all her money to the poor. Unfortunately, the young man who had decided that Lucia really should be his wife, he wasn't so happy. So what did he do? He went to the governor and said, she is helping the Christians and she is an enemy of the state. And so then, of course, the governor said, well, we have to deal with this. And he said to the guards, take her away, take her to the prison. But when they came to get her, she couldn't move. They couldn't move her. She was like stuck to the ground. So then the governor said, burn her. She became a saint. And she's actually the saint of the blind and the saint of Milan. But what everybody knows is that it's always celebrated on December the 13th, because under the Julian calendar, the 13th of December was the longest night of the year. She is the bearer of light, and she would come in the morning and she would spread light and good cheer, and she would usually come and help the poor and the old and the sick, and she would bring to them food and she would bring to them coffee or hot drinks, etc., because it's become a national celebration. They celebrate the Lucia Day and all the kids get to participate not only in school, but also in churches and at home. And when I grew up, I remember being about 7 years old and having my own little Lucia costume. I would put it on in the morning, my brother would put on the star hat, and we would then go and wake up our parents. We'd sing the Santa Lucia song, and we'd bring some lussekatta, and we'd bring some coffee. And that's what the kids still do to this day in Finland and in Sweden.